Welcome to our session 2, where we are discussing most asked questions in Kcpe. Have a pen, a notebook, and remain focused. Let's continue. Kenya gained self-rule on. Kenya gained self-rule on. That's our first question. The answer should be on 1st June 1963. On 1st June 1963, we have a holiday known as Madaraka Day. Therefore, this is also the answer to Madaraka Day. 1st June, Kenyans celebrate Madaraka Day. You need to know this, that Kenya was a British protectorate or colony as from the year 1920 to 1963. This is when Kenya gained internal self-rule. So Kenya was a British protectorate from 1920. From 1963 to 1964, Kenya was ruled by a prime minister. Then from 12th December 1964, Kenya was ruled by a president who was Jomo Kenyatta, being the first president of Kenya. And this is when Kenya became a republic. So Kenya became a republic on 12th December 1964. Kenya became a republic on 12th December 1964. This is Jamhuri. We also celebrate Jamhuri on 12th December. So you need to know that Madaraka Day is celebrated 1st June every year. Madaraka Day is celebrated 1st June every year. And Jamhuri Day is celebrated 12th December every year. So I hope you now know the difference. Madaraka means power. So Kenya gained internal self-rule on 1st June 1963, and it became a republic on 12th December 1964. Let's continue. Most rivers in Africa are polluted by. Most rivers in Africa are polluted by. The answer should be soil particles. Soil particles pollute most rivers in Africa. What is the function of a governor? What is the function of a governor in a county? So, he chairs the county executive meetings. A governor chairs county executive meetings. Our next question. President chairs. You need to know what does the president chairs. A president chairs a cabinet meeting. Hope you now know. Let's continue. The main function of the legislature is. The main function of the legislature is. The answer should be make and amend laws. The legislature make and amend laws. The main function of the executive is. The main function of the executive is. The answer should be to implement government policies. So the main function of the executive is to implement government policies. The main function of judiciary is. The main function of judiciary is. The answer should be interpret laws and punish lawbreakers. So the judiciary is in charge of interpreting laws and punishing the lawbreakers. Hope you now know. Let's continue. Our question 60. Parliamentary debates are recorded in a document called Parliamentary debates are recorded in a document called. The answer should be a Hansard. A Hansard is the answer. Question 61. Aims and beliefs of a political party. Aims and beliefs of a political party are written in a document called. Aims and beliefs of a political party are written in a document called. The answer should be Manifesto. Number 62. A proposed law. A proposed law is called. A proposed law is called. The answer should be a bill. Number 63. The stage of law making is called. The last stage of law making is called. Presidential assent is the answer. Presidential assent is the last stage of law making. You need to know the stages of law making, which are 6. Number 64. A bill goes through 6 stages for it to become. A bill goes through 6 stages for it to become a law. You need to know this, that for a bill to become a law, it goes through 6 stages. Number 65. An instrument in Parliament that represents the authority of the Speaker is called. The instrument in Parliament that represents the authority of the Speaker is called. A mess is the answer. So a mess in Parliament represents the authority of the Speaker. Number 66. The highest court in Kenya is. The highest court in Kenya is. The answer should be Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the highest court in Kenya. You need also to know the lowest. The lowest court in Kenya is the Magistrate Court. So Supreme Court is the highest, while Magistrate Court is the lowest court in Kenya. Number 67. The President of Supreme Court is. The President of the Supreme Court is. The answer should be the Chief Justice. Chief Justice is the President of the Supreme Court. Now, number 68. Cases involving family dispute and marital cases for Muslims are heard in. Cases involving family dispute and marital cases for Muslims are heard in. The answer should be a kadhi court. Kadhi court. Number 69. Cases involving military officers are heard by. Cases involving military officers are heard by. The answer should be the court martial. Court martial. Our number 70. Cases involving person under 18 years. Cases involving persons under 18 years are heard by. Cases involving persons under 18 years are heard by. The answer should be juvenile court. Juvenile court is a court that hears cases of persons under the age of 18 years. Question 71. Cases between employers and employees are heard by. Cases between employers and employees are heard by the answer should be industrial courts. Industrial courts hears cases between employers and employees. Hope you now know. Number 72. Cases involving presidential election petition are heard by. Cases involving presidential election and petition are heard by? The answer should be Supreme Court. So the cases involving presidential election petition are heard by the Supreme Court. Our next question, number 73. The River Tana, Kariba Dam, and Volta scheme were mainly established to? River Tana, Kariba Dam, and Volta scheme were mainly established to? The answer should be to produce hydroelectric power. So these are the three water projects that were mainly established or constructed for the production of hydroelectric power. These are the River Tana project, the Kariba Dam, and Volta scheme. The things that you need to know: that River Tana project is also known as the Seven Forks. It is found in Kenya. You need to know this, that Kariba Dam is along River Zambezi, that is between two countries, that is Zambia and Zimbabwe borders. So a river project that borders two countries is Kariba Dam. And River Volta scheme is on River Volta in Ghana. So these three were mainly constructed for the production of electricity. Number next, which is 74. The main reason for the establishment of Aswan High Dam. The main reason of the establishment of Aswan High Dam was? The answer is to provide water for irrigation. So you need to know this, that Aswan High Dam was mainly constructed for the production of water for irrigation. Number 75. The main problem facing rivers project. The main problem facing river projects in Africa is? The answer should be siltation of the dams. Siltation of the dams is the main problem facing river projects in Africa. Number 76. Commonwealth Games are held after? Commonwealth Games are held after every 4 years. So after every 4 years, Commonwealth Games are held. Number 77. The Commonwealth is an international cooperation body that consists of former British colonies. The headquarters of the UN, United Nations are in? The headquarters of the UN, United Nations are in? The answer is New York in USA. New York, that is in USA, United States of America. Number 79. The main export products from Somalia are? The main export products from Somalia are banana and livestock products. You need to know that the main export for Somalia are banana and livestock. Number 80. The largest swamp in Africa is? The largest swamp in Africa is? The answer should be Okavango in Botswana. We also have Sud in South Sudan. Number 81. The deepest lake in Africa is? The deepest lake in Africa is? Tanganyika is the answer. Tanganyika is the deepest lake in Africa. Therefore, it is also the deepest lake in East Africa countries. Number 82. The safest place to cross a busy road. The safest place to cross a busy road is at? The safest place to cross a busy road is at? The answer should be at the footbridge or where there are traffic lights. at footbridge or where there are traffic lights. Number 83. Which of the following are oxbow lakes? Examples of oxbow lakes in short. So you need to know examples of oxbow lakes as Lake Gambi. Lake Gambi is one of the oxbow lakes. Lake Shaka Bobo is one of the oxbow lakes. Lake Bilisa is an example of oxbow lakes. Lake Manzala is an example of oxbow lake. Lake Kanyaboli and Lake Otange are examples of oxbow lakes. Therefore, you need to know examples of oxbow lakes. Hope you now know. The next question, our number 84. Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania. Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania, and Senegal gained their independence through. Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania, and Senegal gained their independence through. The answer should be peaceful or constitutional or diplomatic way. So they got their independence through a peaceful way. We can also say a constitutional way or a diplomatic way. They didn't use armed struggle. They did not use armed struggle. The countries that used armed struggle to gain their independence are Kenya, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique. Kenya, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique acquired their independence through armed struggle. It means there was war. People fought. It was not easy for them to get independence. Hope you now know. Number 86. Why was Ethiopia not colonized? That is our question number 86. Why was Ethiopia not colonized? It had a powerful emperor that was Menelik II, who resisted the Italian invasion. Therefore, they defeated the Italian invasion from colonizing them. Number 87. Why was Liberia not colonized? The answer should be Liberia was used as home for the freed slaves. Liberia was used as a home for freed slaves. Point to note. There are two countries in Africa that were never colonized. Number one country was Ethiopia. Ethiopia is found in Eastern Africa countries. It was not colonized, but the Italians attempted to colonize it, but they were defeated. Liberia is the second country in Africa that was never colonized. Why? It was used as a home for the freed slaves. So these are the two countries in Africa that were not colonized. Hope now know. Let's continue. Question 88. Somalia was colonized by 3 European powers. Somalia was colonized by 3 European powers, namely, so the answer should be France, Britain, and Italy. The France, the Britons, and the Italians colonized Somalia. So a formula for the European powers that colonized Somalia is FBI. FBI. F for France, B for Britain, and I for Italy. These are the 3 European powers that colonized Somalia. Number 89. The first country to gain independence in Africa was? The first country to gain independence in Africa was? The answer is Egypt. That was in the year 1922. 1922. Some say that it is Ghana. Ghana got independence in 1957. So we are saying the first country to gain independence in Africa was Egypt. That is in 1922. Question 90. The last country to gain independence in Africa was? The last country to gain independence in Africa was? Formerly, it was Namibia. That was in 1990. But for now, the right answer should be South Sudan. That was on 9th July 2011. So the last country to get independence in Africa by now is South Sudan. That was on 9th July 2011. But Namibia was the last one before South Sudan. That was in 1990. Hope you now know. Let's continue. Number 91. South Africa gained independence. South Africa gained independence on 1st May 1961 and got freed from the apartheid rule in 1994. South Africa got freed from the apartheid rule in 1994, and South Africa attained independence 31st May 1961. Hope you now know. Question 92. The first democratically elected president of South Africa was? The first democratically elected president of South Africa was? The answer should be Nelson Mandela. That was between the year of 1994 to 1999. Our next question, who was the first president to retire voluntarily? The first president to retire voluntarily was? The answer should be Julius Nyerere. Julius Nyerere was the first president to retire voluntarily. Question 94. The head of state of Swaziland is? The head of state of Swaziland is? The answer should be a king. So a king is the head of state of Swaziland. Number 95. The head of government in Swaziland is? The head of government in Swaziland is? So the head of government in Swaziland is the prime minister. You need to know this, that the prime minister is the head of government in Swaziland, but the king is the head of state in Swaziland. So head of state, king. Head of government, the prime minister. This prime minister, you need to know that is appointed by the king, and the function of the prime minister is to chair the cabinet meetings. Hope you now know. The function of the prime minister, who is the head of government in Swaziland, is to chair cabinet meetings after he has been appointed by the king. Let's continue. Number 96. The traditional government in Swaziland is called? The traditional government in Swaziland is called? The answer should be Tinkundla. The answer should be Tinkundla. Tinkhundla. Tinkundla. The next question, question 97. The king's title in Swaziland is? The king's title in Swaziland is? The answer should be Ngwenyama. Ngwenyama is the title given to a king in Swaziland. Question 98. The king's mother in Swaziland is called Indlovukazi. Indlovukazi is the answer. Indlovukazi. That is the spelling. Question 99. The Swazi National Council is called? The Swazi National Council is called? The Swazi National Council is called? The answer is Ligogo. Question 100. The prime meridian passes through the city of? The prime meridian passes the city of? The answer should be Accra. And Accra is in Ghana, that is in Africa. So the prime meridian passes through the city of Accra, Ghana, in Africa. Thank you for studying with me today. Let's meet in our third session to discuss and learn more questions that are asked in Kcpe. You can also follow me at YouTube, Mwalimu Nyumbani, at Instagram, Mwalimu Nyumbani, and at Twitter, Mwalimu Nyumbani, FB at Mark Obuya. Thank you.